Hey everybody, Neil Bednar here in northern Wyoming, and I wanted to make this little video and just kind of share a couple of ideas, basically three little offline marketing strategies that you can use to help develop your business. And this is really targeted for two reasons: for the new marketer, somebody who's just trying to get their business off the ground. Most people, we start off with our warm market list. And it's important to develop that relationship first. Find out if they're open to a business opportunity, as opposed to just presenting it. The second thing is I do online marketing, internet marketing, and it's tough for people when they first get started to determine which techniques or which strategies they want to use, and it takes time to develop the skills, to use them successfully. So here's three little tips. I have. This one here is first. It's basically just a $100 drop card, $100 business card, and you just put a catchy little slogan in there like that with a name and a phone number, and you can generate calls coming to you. As an attraction marketer, that's our business. We instead of cold calling people and chasing people down, we want to attract people to us. This is a fantastic way. I use these at gas pumps, and the little credit card readers. Same thing with ATMs. They're great at the post office, and you can hand them to people as a business card with text name and phone number on it. You hear the stories of people putting these in Success magazine and Donald Trump books and stuff, and getting themselves kicked out of Barnes and Noble. But you're reading through the book, trying to get rich, and bam, $100 falls out. So it is an effective marketing tool, and you can generate leads with them. And they're dirt cheap. I think they're like 15 cents for the first printing, and maybe 7 cents a piece for the additional printings. They're just very cheap and very effective. The second is a little brochure, and this is actually put out by a guy by the name of Ron Mueller. He is the nation's #1 tax authority when it comes to home-based businesses. And this thing's just loaded down. It's probably 10 or 12 really powerful tax tips. And he runs a site called homebasedbusinesstaxsavings.com. And you can get these things, and I don't even think these things are a quarter a piece, but they're completely generic. They'll work for any business, and they're excellent as far as having in your back pocket, or women can carry them in their purse. And when you're in line at the bank and at the grocery store, the Department of Motor Vehicles are paying your taxes right there. They're great to break the ice, to introduce yourself. Because we're all paying too much taxes. W-2 employees pay more taxes than anybody else. So, it's very beneficial to become an entrepreneur and take advantage of the deductions that are available to an entrepreneur. And these things, you can get them printed, but they're a little more expensive. I just use a little 3M label. I put my little slogan on there with some blue and some red and a phone number. And these things do generate leads. The good thing about them, well, there's a couple, but the good thing about them is they're a little bit too big to just throw on the ground. People don't just throw these away. These go home in purses and end up on kitchen countertops and in cars and on top of people's desks when they go to pay their bills at the end of the month, and they're wondering how they're going to get by. So these things are fantastic when it comes to generating leads. And I don't think I've missed a call. I might have, but I'm pretty sure every single one I've handed out, I've got to call back on. So those are fantastic. The third technique I wanted to show you, or the third little tip, and this is a little more common, but in case you don't know it, I'm going to have to turn this camera just a little bit. That is what we call a bandit sign, and this thing ain't going to focus